Okay kids, I'm going to make a lamb ragu pasta. Here's what you're going to need. Now I may change things as I go because I'm making this stuff up as I go along. But I've got an onion, I've got 3 cloves of garlic, I've got a carrot which I'm going to grate, I have some speck. I normally use some pancetta, but because of lockdown I can't get to my favorite shop to get my favorite smoked pancetta at Boccaccio's and Baldwin, so I've got some speck. You can use bacon if you wish. I've got a bit of tomato paste, I may add some of that later. I have a tin of tomatoes which are pulped tomatoes. If you don't have pulped ones, you can pulp them yourself. I've got some leftover lamb shoulder from the roast I made on Monday. Shoulder is best because it's got more fat. Anything with more fat is good. Fat is good. Always remember that. Got some bay leaves. I'll probably chuck one of those in, maybe 2. And I got some pasta. You can use whatever pasta you want. I'm using this rigatoni or rigatti. And that's probably about it, although I've probably forgotten something. Oh, basil, olive oil, maybe something else. Don't forget to sharpen your knife. Very important, very, very important to have a sharp knife. I'm going to chop some stuff up. We're going to chop onion. That onion is bad. We're going to get another onion. Okay. It's a beauty. Good. I'm crying. Doesn't really matter how you chop these things. They're going to get in there and they're going to dissolve because we're going to cook this thing for a long time. So if they're a little bit chunky, does not really matter. Cut the rind off. I'm just going to remove most of the sort of skin just to, I'll have a bit of it there, but not too much. Probably about 1 centimeter cubes. Move your knuckles so you don't chop your fingers off. You don't want to lose fingers and it ruins the taste of the sauce. Chop the end off. Okay, here we go. Probably enough. Rightio. A good glug of olive oil. Forgot to mention, vital ingredient, Parmesan cheese. Don't get the stuff in the packet. You need a block of Grana Padano or Reggiano, and you need to be able to grate that with a grater, fresh. In here, get that cooking away. Now, if you didn't have leftover roast lamb, then you could use just some cubed lamb from the supermarket, but you'd want to just brown it off first in the pan before you start doing the vegetables, so that it's at least got a little bit of browning to it. This doesn't need it because it's been cooked for about 4 hours in the oven. It's coming along nicely. It's reducing quite a bit in size. I'm going to add the lamb. I've just cubed this lamb. Yeah, I wish I had more, but anyway, it'll be fine. So I just zested about, I don't know, 1/4 to 1/3 of the orange. I'll put that in, and then I'll just put some juice of the orange in as well, like this. You can use lemon, don't use too much, just wants to be, the reason I use orange is a bit like, it makes it a bit like an osso buco kind of flavour. It's quite nice. Some good salt, good 8 turns of cracked pepper. How many is that? I don't know. Let's count a bit of this if I can get it open. Anyone else have trouble opening these? Good spoon of that. Nice. Cook it down for a couple more minutes. So we're going to put a bay leaf in. I wish I had more basil. My poor basil plant is just about over for this thing. Maybe I should just treat it like it's over and take a few more and get another one in the pot, and then add our tin of tomatoes, which have already been pulped. I'll just get some water, rinse that tin out, just to extract the last bit of tomato out of that. I'm going to bring it to the boil, which won't take long. I'm going to put the lid on and I'll leave it for a couple of hours and come back, and I might check it every now and then, but just see how it's going. Right, yeah, so we're 2 hours into this thing. What's happened is I've been adding a little bit of water. Here's the ragu. Hopefully you can see that. It's looking pretty good. I've been adding a bit of water for about the last hour. I've had the lid off just so that it can reduce a little bit. I've got my water going for my pasta here. It's just coming to the boil. So I'm going to drop my pasta in. The other thing I've been doing is just breaking up this lamb a little bit. So it's really just kind of broken up now. There's no chunks in there. It's just really sort of fallen apart into the sauce. And just like, give it a taste every now and then, just to see how it's going, see if it needs a bit more salt. That tastes pretty good. We are nearly there. So this is a little tip. It's a good tip. You just add a little bit of pasta water to the sauce when you get near to the end, because it's got this sort of starchy quality, and it really helps to make the sauce more yummy and knits the whole thing together. Okay, so pasta's ready. Our sauce is ready. I've just taken a lot of the sauce out and put it into another bowl here for later, in case I don't need it all now, which I'm sure I won't. So I'm just going to drain my pasta. Again, so we use some of that pasta water. I'm going to quickly get it into the pan with the sauce that's there and stir it around. Put the heat on a little bit. The pasta is very al dente, so it's not going to fall apart too much. So I'm just looking at that. I'm thinking I just need a little bit more sauce, so I'll just stick a bit more in, and we'll stir that around. It's going to be mixed up nicely in here. I hope you can see that. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. You don't want too much sauce. Just got to coat the pasta with the sauce so it's not too runny. It doesn't want to be runny. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so we'll put some of that in the bowl. I'm not going to do all that. And I like to give it a little bit of drizzle with some good olive oil. I'm not going to put salt and pepper on yet because I haven't tried it, and it might not need it. Let's put some cheese on top, and voila, that's it. Shall I taste it? Let's see how it goes. Let's get a fork. Okay. Hey. It's so good. Yummy. I'm going to enjoy that. Cheers.